Hi students, hope you and your family are safe at home. In my previous classes, I had explained about Euclid's division lemma and Euclid's division algorithm from the chapter real numbers. In my last class, I explained some problems related to Euclid's division lemma and Euclid's division algorithm. In this class, I'll explain some more models of problems related to Euclid's division lemma and Euclid's division algorithm. Now let us solve this problem. Show that 1 and only 1 out of n, n plus 4, n plus 8, n plus 12 and n plus 16 is divisible by 5, where n is any positive integer. Okay. Here he has given 5 numbers. One is n, second one is n plus 4, third one is n plus 8, fourth one is n plus 12, and the last one is n plus 16. If we take all these 5 numbers, among these 5 numbers, only one number will be divisible by 5, and this is true for all the values of n. Let us check with some example. Okay, suppose I am taking n is equal to 3. I am taking n is equal to 3. Now I will find all the 5 values. Here all the 5 values, first value is n only, second value n plus 4. N plus 4 is 3 plus 4, that is 7. The next value is n plus 8. N plus 8, that is 3 plus 3 plus 8 is 11. The next value is n plus 12. N plus 12, that is 3 plus 12, 15. And last value is n plus 16. 3 plus 16 is 18. Therefore, when I take here, n can be any positive integer, we told. N can be any positive integer. Now, for example, I have taken n is equal to 3. I calculated all the 5 values. The 5 values I have are 3, 7, 11, 15 and 18. Among this, very clear, only 15 is divisible by 5, and whereas remaining 4 are not divisible by 5. Okay, this is the meaning of this one. Let me take one more example. N is equal to, for example, I have taken 11. N is equal to 11. Now n plus 4 is directly I am writing 11 plus 4. That is, if n is 11, n plus 4 is 11 plus 4, 15. Now n plus 8 is 11 plus 8, 19. Now n plus 12, 11 plus 12, 23. And n plus 16, 11 plus 16, that is 27. And these are the 5 numbers when n is equal to 11. Here also very clear, only 1 is divisible by 5. 15 is divisible by 5, that is n plus 4 only is divisible by 5, whereas the remaining 4 are not divisible by 5. Now, for example, let me take n is equal to some 8. I have taken, we can take n as any positive integer, that's why let me take n is equal to 8. Let's write all the 5 numbers. The 5 numbers are n is equal to 8. The second number n plus 4, that is 8 plus 4, that is 12. The third number n plus 8, 8 plus 8, that is 16. The fourth number n plus 12, 8 plus 12 is 20. The last number is n plus 16, that is 8 plus 16, that is 24. Among these 5 numbers, only 20 is divisible by 5, whereas the remaining 4 are not divisible by 5. And this condition is true for all the values of n. You can take any positive integer in place of n. The condition is true. After forming all the 5 numbers, only 1 will be divisible by 5. Now we will prove this statement by using Euclid's division lemma. Okay, here the given numbers are n, n plus 4, n plus 8, n plus 12 and n plus 16. I wrote that only, where n is any positive integer. Now we have n is equal to 5q or 5q plus 1 or 5q plus 2 or 5q plus 3 or 5q plus 4 for some integer q. We know this already. By EDL, by Euclid's division lemma, every positive integer is of the form, okay, 5q, 5q plus 1, 5q plus 2, 5q plus 3 or 5q plus 4 for some integer q. This one we got by using Euclid division lemma only. By taking a is equal to n and b is equal to 5, we will get these values. Now, the possible values for n are only 5 values. The 5 values are, the first value is 5q, the second value is 5q plus 1, third value is 5q plus 2, fourth value is 5q plus 3, and the last value is 5q plus 4. Now, we will verify the condition for all the 5 cases or all the 5 values in different cases. Okay, let me take case 1, n is equal to 5q. Okay, when n is equal to 5q, what I will do, I will find all the 5 values. The first value is 5q only. N is equal to 5q means, okay, n is divisible by 5. N is divisible by 5. Suppose if I have here, I have by division lemma, I have a is equal to bq plus r. This is Euclid's division lemma. A is equal to bq plus r. Okay, this one we can read it as, you can read it as a is divided by b. A is divisible by b, leaving quotient q and remainder r. A is divisible by b, leaving quotient q and remainder r. Now here we don't concentrate on quotient. Let me write with respect to remainder only. Now a is equal to bq plus r means a is divisible by b, leaving remainder r. A is divisible by b, leaving remainder r. Now here, if you compare these two, n is equal to 5q. Here remainder is 0. 5q means 5q plus 0. Therefore, n is divisible by 5. I can write simply. Right? No need to write leaving remainder 0. Leaving remainder 0 means n is divisible by 5 only. Therefore, in case of n is equal to 5q, first value only is divisible by 5. Let me check all the 4 values, whether they are divisible by 5 or not. The second value is n plus 4. The second value is n plus 4. N already we have taken as 5q. Okay, 5q plus 4. Here 4 is less than 5 only. That's why this is something like bq plus r. 5q plus 4 I can write. Okay, 5q plus 4 I can write. N plus 4 is divisible by 5, leaving quotient q and remainder 4. But we are not concentrating on quotient directly. N plus 4 is divisible by 5. Okay, leaving remainder 4. Leaving remainder 4. That means this is not divisible by 5 directly. Here there is some remainder. N plus 4 is not divisible by 5. Similarly, n plus 8. 5q plus 8. But 8 is larger than 5. We know that according to Euclid division lemma, the value of r should be less than divisor. The divisor is 5 here. Okay, it should be less than 5. For that case, what we will do? 8 I can write 5 plus 3. 8 I can write 5 plus 3. Now 5q plus 5 means I can write 5 into q plus 1 plus 3. If you simplify this, you will get this one only. 5q plus 5 plus 3. This is 5q plus 8. And this one I can write 5m plus 3. Now again it looks like Euclid's division lemma statement. 5m plus 3. That means n plus 8 is divisible by 5, leaving quotient m and remainder 3. We don't concentrate on quotient, right, with respect to remainder only. N plus 8 is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 3. There is some remainder. That's why n plus 8 is not divisible by 5. Similarly, n plus 12. 5q plus 12 is equal to, here 12 is more than divisor. I can write this one as 10 plus 2. Okay, 5q plus 10, I can common. Okay, 5 into q plus 2 plus 2. And this q plus 2 I can write m, 5m plus 2. Now n plus 12 is equal to 5m plus 2. I can write this statement as n plus 12 is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 2. As there is some remainder, n plus 12 is not divisible by 5. Now go for n plus 16. N plus 16 is, n is 5q already. You have taken in case 1. 5q plus 16. Now 5q plus 16 is more than divisor. 16 I can write 15 plus 1. Now from 5q and 15 I can take 5 common. 5 into q plus 3 plus 1. Now it looks like 5m plus 1, where m is q plus 3. Now this statement n plus 16 is equal to 5m plus 1. I can write n plus 16 is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 1. Here as remainder is there 1. Okay, n plus 16 is actually not divisible by 5. Therefore, in case 1, I have taken n is equal to 5q. N is equal to 5q I have taken in case 1. Okay, with respect to n is equal to 5q, I calculated all the 5 values. All the 5 values we calculated. All these 5 values we calculated. Okay, n we calculated n. We checked with n plus 4, n plus 8, n plus 12, and n plus 16. Among these 5 values, only n is divisible by 5. Therefore, in this case, okay, clearly only n is divisible by 5. Let's check in case 2. Now let us check in case 2. Okay, in case 2, we have n is equal to 5q plus 1. Already we checked for n is equal to 5q. Now I am taking the second case value, that is 5q plus 1. When is equal to 5q plus 1, now I will calculate all the 5 values. Among the first value is n is 5q plus 1 only, we have taken already. Now 5q plus 1 means again compare with bq plus r. Okay, a is equal to bq plus r. This is Euclid's division lemma. Okay, this can be read as a is divisible by b, leaving quotient q and remainder r. Now let's concentrate on only remainder. A is divisible by b, leaving remainder r. Okay, in a similar way here, this can be written as n is divisible by 5, leaving quotient q and remainder 1. N is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 1. Okay, like this we can write. That means in this case, value of n is not divisible by 5, as there is some remainder 1. Let me find the next value, that is n plus 4. Already n is 5q plus 1 we have taken. Now n plus 4 will become 5q plus 1 plus 4, that is 5q plus 5. Now 5q plus 5, here this value r should be always less than the divisor. Now 5 is equal to 5. This is equal to divisor. That's why I can common 5 into q plus 1, that is equal to, I can write 5m. This type of adjustment you should do whenever the remainder is more than the divisor. Here the divisor is 5, we got remainder is 5, both are equal, but always remainder should be less than the divisor. That's why you can common 5 from these two terms, 5 into q plus 1. Now if I take q plus 1 as m, 5m, this is something like, looks like plus 0, 5m plus 0, there is no remainder here. That means this can be written as 5n plus 4 is divisible by 5, there is no remainder. Leaving remainder 0 means directly n plus 4 is divisible by 5. Let's take n plus 8. Now n plus 8 is 5q plus 9. Already n is 5q plus 1. Okay, and in place of n write 5q plus 1. 5q plus 1 plus 8, that is 5q plus 9. Now 5q plus 9 is remainder here actually, but 9 is more than the divisor, that is 5. Remainder should not be more than the divisor, that's why 9 I can write 5 plus 4. Then 5q plus 9 is written as 5q plus 5 plus 4. From the first two terms I can take common 5. Okay, that is 5 into q plus 1 plus 4. If we simplify this one, you'll get this only 5q plus 5 plus 4, that is 5q plus 9. Now this 4 is less than the divisor only, that's why 5m plus 4. I can write m is equal to q plus 1. Here I have taken 5m plus 4. Now this is remainder here, 4 is remainder less than the divisor. That's why this can be stated as here n plus 8 is equal to 5m plus 4 I got. Now n plus 8 is divisible by 5, divisor is 5 only. N plus 8 is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 4. That means in this n plus 8 is not divisible by 5. And n plus 12. N plus 12 is 5q plus 1. Okay, 5q plus 1 plus 12. That is 5q plus 13. Okay, 5q plus this 13 is remainder. 13 is more than the divisor 5. That's why 5 into 5q plus 10 plus 3 I can write. That can be written as 5 into q plus 2 plus 3. That is, I can write 5m plus 3, where m is q plus 2 here. Now 3 is remainder. because this is less than the divisor only. Therefore n plus 12 can be written as 5m plus 3. This can be stated as n plus 12 is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 3. Similarly, n plus 16, let me check with n plus 16. Okay, n plus 16 is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 2, because n plus 16 is 5q plus 17, 5 into q plus 3 plus 2, that is 5m plus 2. Now remainder is 2 only. Therefore n plus 16 also you will get a remainder. That means n plus 16 is not divisible by 5. From this case 2, only one n plus 4 is divisible by 5, whereas remaining all the 4 are not divisible by 5. Therefore clearly only n plus 4 is divisible by 5. Now case 3, n is equal to 5q plus 2. When n is equal to 5q plus 2 means I can write n is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 2, as remainder is less than 5. N plus 4, that is 5q plus 6, because 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 is more than 5. I can write 5 plus 1. Write 6 as 5 plus 1. We will get 5q plus 1, 5 into q plus 1 plus 1. That is, I can write 5m plus 1. Now remainder 1 is less than 5 only. Okay. I have n plus 4 is equal to 5m plus 1. You can write this one statement. Write this as n plus 4 is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 1. That means n plus 4 is not divisible by 5. Whereas n plus 8, n is 5q plus 2 plus 8, that is 5q plus 10. Now I can take 5 common, 5 into q plus 2, that is 5m. Here no reminder, the remainder is 0 here. That's why n plus 8 is divisible by 5. Now n plus 12, 5q plus 2 plus 12, that is 14. Now 14 is more than 5. That's why 5 into this 14 I can write 10 plus 4. I can write this one as 5 into q plus 2 plus 4. That is 5m plus 4. Here m is q plus 2. Therefore n plus 12 is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 4. Same thing with n plus 16. 5q plus 2 plus 16, that is 5q plus 18. Now 18 is more than 5. Now 5 into 18 I can write 15 plus 3. This is 5 into q plus 3 plus 3, that is 5m plus 3 L. Now 3 is less than 5. Now n plus 16 is equal to 5m plus 3 I got. I can write this as n plus 16 is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 3. Therefore this is also not divisible by 5 here. Therefore among all from these you can conclude that only n plus 8 is divisible by 5. In case 4, n is equal to 5q plus 3. In this case n is equal to 5q plus 3. We check for all the 5 values. Here 3 is less than 5. This can be written as n is equal to 5q plus 3 can be written as n is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 3. That means n is not divisible by 5 here. Now coming to n plus 4, as n is 5q plus 3 plus 4, that is 5q plus 7. Now 7 is more than 5. I can write this one as 5 plus 2. 5q plus 5 plus 2. I can take 5 common from the first two terms. 5 into q plus 1 plus 2. That is 5m plus 2, where m is q plus 1. Now finally I got n plus 4 is equal to 5m plus 2. This can be written as n plus 4 is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 2. Here remainder is there. And that means n plus 4 is not divisible by 5. Coming to n plus 8. N plus 8 is equal to 5q plus 3 plus 8. That is 5q plus 11. 11 is more than 5. 11 I can write 10 plus 1. 5q plus 10 plus 1 you will get. From first two terms common 5. 5 into q plus 2 plus 1. That is 5m plus 1, where m is q plus 2. Now I got n plus 8 is equal to 5m plus 1. I can write this one as n plus 8 is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 1. That means here remainder 1 is there. That's why n plus 8 is also not divisible by 5. N plus 12. N plus 12 is 5q plus 3 plus 12. That is 5q plus 15. I can take 5 common. 5 into q plus 3. That is 5m. I can write it as 5m. 5 means 5m plus 0. There is no remainder. Remainder will be 0 here. That's why n plus 12 is divisible by 5. I can write. Coming to n plus 16. 5q plus 4 plus 16. So 5q plus 3 plus 16, that is 5q plus 19. 19 is more than 5. I can write this one as 15 plus 4. That's why 5q plus 15 plus 4. From first two terms common 5. 5 into q plus 3 plus 4. You will get 5m plus 4. Now n plus 16 is 5m plus 4. I can write this one as n plus 16 is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 4. Except in n plus 12, in all the four numbers, in case of all the four numbers, we'll get some remainder. Therefore, only n plus 12 is divisible by 5. In case 4, n plus 12 is divisible by 5. Let's take case 5. Now coming to case 5, n is equal to 5q plus 4. Now we'll find all the 5 values. N is equal to 5q plus 4, and this can be written as n is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 4. Okay, as 4 is less than 5. That means in this case we have remainder. That's why n is not divisible by 5. We can conclude. Coming to next value, n plus 4, 5q plus 4 plus 4, that is 5q plus 8. 8 is more than 5. I can write 8 as 5 plus 3. Okay, 5q plus 5 plus 3 I will get. 5 from first two terms common 5. 5 into q plus 1 plus 3. I can write it as 5m plus 3. Here 3 is less than 5 and 3 will be the remainder when n plus 4 is divisible by 5. Therefore, final statement I got is n plus 4 is equal to 5m plus 3. This can be written as n plus 4 is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 3. Now coming to n plus 8, 5q plus 4 plus 8, 5q plus 12. We'll get 5q plus 12, we can write 2. We'll get 5q plus 10 plus 2, that is 5 into q plus 2 plus 2, that is 5m plus 2. Now we'll get n plus 8 is equal to 5m plus 2. Now this can be written as n plus 8 is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 2. That means n plus 8 is not divisible by 5 as there is some remainder 2. Coming to n plus 12, 5q plus 4 plus 12, that is 5q plus 16. Okay, 16 is more than 5. I can write this one as 15 plus 1. Now 5 into 5q plus 15 plus 1, that is 5 common 5 from first two terms. 5 into q plus 3 plus 1, that is 5m plus 1 where m is q plus 3. Now concluding, n plus 12 is equal to 5m plus 1 I got. You can write this one as n plus 12 is divisible by 5, leaving remainder 1. Coming to n plus 16, 5q plus 4 plus 16, that is 5q plus 20. You can write 5 common, 5 into q plus 4, that is 5m. Here remainder is 0, there is no remainder, 5m plus 0. Therefore, clearly n plus 16 is divisible by 5. From all these cases, we can conclude only n plus 16 is divisible by 5. Therefore, in case 1, we got n is divisible by 5. Only n is divisible by 5. In case 2, only n plus 4 is divisible by 5. In case 3, only n plus 8 is divisible by 5. In case 4, only n plus 12 is divisible by 5. Whereas in case 5, only n plus 16 is divisible by 5. Therefore, you can conclude from the cases, one and only one out of n plus 4, n plus 8, n plus 12 and n plus 16 is divisible by 5 where n is any positive integer. And in this case, you have to know how to write this statement. Okay, whenever a is equal to bq plus r, the statement can be written as a is divisible by b, leaving quotient q and remainder r. But we are not concentrating on quotient. Simply a is equal to bq plus r can be written as a is divisible by b, leaving remainder r. That concept we have used in this problem. Now let's solve one more problem. Prove that the product of two consecutive positive integers is divisible by 2. What it means? Okay, it means that suppose any two consecutive positive integers. Let me take some 5 and 6. These are consecutive positive integers. Their product 5 into 6, that is 30. 30 is divisible by 2, very clear. Any two numbers you can take. Suppose some 7 and 9. 7 and 8. Two consecutive positive integers side by side. Okay, their product is 56. Very clear, 56 is divisible by 2. And we have to verify this by using EDL. Let me take two consecutive positive integers. Okay, if one number is 5, the other number is 5 plus 1 6. If one number is some 11, the other number is 11 plus 1 12. The same way, let n be one number among the two positive integers, the other number will be n plus 1 directly. Therefore, that n and n plus 1 be the consecutive positive integers, and their product means n into n plus 1 are taken. Now here n is a positive integer, but every positive integer can be written as 2q or 2q plus 1 by using 2. Suppose by using 3, 3q or 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2, like this we know. But here divisible by 2 condition is there, na? That's why we have n is equal to 2q or 2q plus 1 for some integer q. Now we will verify this divisibility of n into n plus 1 in these two cases. Coming to case 1, n is equal to 2q. The possible value for n is 2q. If n is equal to 2q, what will happen? N into n plus 1. N into n plus 1, you have to check with the divisibility of product by using 2 by 2. Therefore n into n, I will calculate n into n plus 1 is equal to n is 2q. I have taken 2q into 2q plus 1. Simply substitute the value of n in place of n. 2q into 2q plus 1, multiply this. 2q into 2q is 4q square plus 2q into 1 is 2q. By using distributive property, you can take common 2 here. 2 into 2q square plus q. In bracket 2q square plus q is there. I can imagine this one, I can assume this one as m, 2m, where m is equal to 2q square plus q. The final statement what I got is n into n plus 1 is equal to 2m. That means there is no remainder. Therefore n into n plus 1 is divisible by 2. Every number which is in the form of 2m is called even, we know. That's why here I am writing n into n plus 1 is even and divisible by 2. For n is equal to 2q, the product is divisible by 2. Let me take n is equal to 2q plus 1. Let's calculate the product. N into n plus 1 is equal to, in place of n, 2q plus 1 into 2q plus 1 plus 1. That is 2q plus 1 into 2q plus 2. From the second product, I can take common 2. Write this 2 here. 2 into 2q plus 1. Here 2 I have taken common, q plus 1. This one I can write 2m. The remaining portion as m, where m is equal to 2q plus 1 into q plus 1. Therefore n into n plus 1 is in the form of 2m. That's why it is even. Even means divisible by 2 here. From these two cases, you can conclude the product of two consecutive positive integers, that is n into n plus 1, is divisible by 2 always. Okay, from these two cases you can conclude, hence the product of two consecutive integers is divisible by 2. Let's solve one more problem. Prove that the product of three consecutive positive integers is divisible by 6. You have to check whether the product of any three consecutive positive integers is divisible by 6 or not. What is this statement says? Suppose let me take any three consecutive positive integers. Let me take 3, 4, 5. Okay, these are three consecutive positive integers. Their product is 3 into 4, 12, 12 into 5 is 60. Very clear, 60 is divisible by 6. Okay, that means any three consecutive positive integers, their product is always divisible by 6. You have to verify. To verify this, I will use Euclid's division lemma. Okay, here let the positive integers be n, n plus 1 and n plus 2 be three consecutive positive integers. And their product is nothing but n into n plus 1 into n plus 2. Okay, this is the thing. Now we have n is a positive integer. Here you have to check the divisibility of this product by 6. That's why I will use this one. I will apply division lemma to n and 6. Then I will get this one. We have n is equal to 6q or 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 2 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 4 or 6q plus 5 for some integer q. This one we know. This one we will get by using Euclid's division lemma, by applying division lemma to, by taking n and 6. That means by taking a is equal to n and b is equal to 6, you will get these values. Now you have to verify the divisibility of n into n plus 1 and n plus 2 in all these 6 cases. Now here no need to verify all the 6 cases. Let us verify for 3 cases, and similarly we can write, we can check for the remaining 3 cases. Here I am verifying for only first 3 cases. Now n is equal to 6q. The case 1 is n is equal to 6q, means the product n into n plus 1 and n plus 2 becomes 6q into 6q plus 1 into 6q plus 2. Now this one I can write 6m, the remaining portion as m, where m is equal to q into q plus 1 into 6q plus 2. It's very clear, divisible by 6. 6m 6m means divisible by 6, remainder is 0 only. Okay. Now coming to n is equal to 6q plus 1, we will have n into n plus 1 into n plus 2. In place of n, provide 6q plus 1, 6q plus 1 into 6q plus 1 plus 1, 6q plus 2 into 6q plus 1 plus 2, 6q plus 3. Okay, from the second product you can take 2 common, from the third product take 3 common. Therefore 2 into 3, 6 you can take out 6 into 6q plus 1. Here from second product you have taken 2 common, you will get 3q plus 1. From the last product you have taken 3 common, so you will get 2q plus 1. Now 6 into something, that something you can take it as m, that was 6m. Again this is also divisible by 6. Coming to third case, n is equal to 6q plus 2. Same thing, n into n plus 1 and n plus 2. Provide the value of n, we will get 6q plus 2 into 6q plus 3 into 6q plus 4. Okay, common 2 from the first product, 3 from the second product, and again 2 from the third product. You get 2 here. Okay, 3 and 2. 2 3 6 into 2 is 12. 12 into here 2 is taken out, that's why 3q plus 1. 6 3 is taken out, 2q plus 1. 2 is taken out, 2q plus 3. This can be written as 6m, where m is equal to 2 into the remaining portion. Therefore this is also divisible by 6. Similarly we can prove in the remaining cases. No need to verify them, not necessary. All are similar only. Therefore hence the product of 3 consecutive positive integers is always divisible by 6. However, here in this portion we applied Euclid's division lemma. You can write this statement directly also. Let's solve one more problem. For any positive integer n, so that n cube minus n is divisible by 6. Now you have to check n is a positive integer. Okay. Let n be any positive integer. We will have n cube minus n. Let us simplify this. N cube minus n is equal to n cube minus n is equal to, again common n into n square minus 1. Now this n square minus 1 I can write n into n square, I can write n whole square minus 1 whole square. Now looks like a square minus b square. I can apply a plus b, sorry, a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. I will get n into n plus 1 into n minus 1. Now by using like this, you will get n cube minus n. I wrote it as n minus 1 into n plus 1. Therefore, to check the divisibility of n cube minus n, it is enough to check the divisibility of n minus 1 into n plus 1. Now, here you have to check the divisibility by 6. That's why I apply Euclid division lemma to n and 6. You will get n is equal to 6q or 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 2 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 4 or 6q plus 5 or for some integer q. Well, I will verify the divisibility of this product n minus 1 into n plus 1 by 6 for any 3 cases. Now let me take n is equal to 6q. That means n minus 1 into n plus 1. Just simply substitute n is equal to 6q. 6q minus 1 into 6q into 6q plus 1. Now this 6 I am writing in the starting, 6 into m, where m is the remaining portion except 6. Okay, 6q minus 1 into q into 6q plus 1. No need to simplify this. This is in the form of 6m, that means divisible by 6. Come to case 2, 6q plus 1. Now the product is n minus 1 into n plus 1. Now 6q plus 1 minus 1. 6q plus 1 into 6q plus 1 plus 1. Now simplification 6q plus 1 and 6q plus 2. Here 6 is there already. You can write this one as 6m. There m is the remaining portion except 6. q into 6q plus 1 into 6q plus 2. As there is no remainder, this is divisible by 6. Coming to n is equal to 6q plus 2 n minus 1 into n plus 1. 6q plus 2 minus 1. 6q plus 2 into 6q plus 2 plus 1. Now 6q plus 1 into 6q plus 2 into 6q plus 3. Now first write first product as it is. From second product I am taking 2 as common. From third product I am taking 3 as common. Therefore 2 into 3 is 6. Now first product as it is. Second product 2 taken as a common. 2 into 3q plus 1 I will get. Now take 3 as common from the last product, 2q plus 1. Now you can write this one as 6m, where m is the remaining portion. 6q plus 1, 3q plus 1 into 2q plus 1. as there is no remainder here, this is also divisible by 6. Similarly, can prove in the remaining cases. Hence, for any positive integer n cube minus n is always divisible by 6. In this way, you can solve problems related to Euclid's division lemma. Therefore, in this class, we check the divisibility of different positive integers and product of different consecutive positive integers by using Euclid's division lemma. Okay, in the next class, we will discuss some more problems related to Euclid's division algorithm. Thank you.